experts are people too. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. One of the things that you're seeing right now around the world is a questioning and a worshiping at the same time of expertise in all its forms, in terms of people that have degrees, in terms of people that have specialized knowledge, in terms of just across the board, on all levels. You have a lot of people saying that experts cannot be questioned. Here's the thing we have to keep in mind. And this is not a political issue. It's used within the world of politics, but there is no political party that is free of this. There is no political philosophy or there are no people within any given philosophy that are not prone to expert worship. There's something built into the human psyche that causes us to first hold a person up and then pass off all of our reliance onto that person for judgment on any given topic. And oftentimes we'll let them go far beyond what we consider their specialized knowledge, because if they're smart there, they must be smart in other areas. So we saw this quite a lot, regardless of what side that you were on during the COVID-19 pandemic. A whole lot of this happened where you were not allowed to question expertise on any given level. And then so that leads a whole section of the population to, I don't know if you could call it overly question, but to become to where they automatically assume that the experts are wrong because it seemed more safe than going along with the experts being right. Neither side, I think, is in the right in that. I do think that proper questioning needs to happen. Now let's pull it back into business. I'm talking very broadly. I want to talk about this in terms of business. In terms of business, the same thing's true. Whoever you're looking to bring on as an expert, whoever you're looking to bring into the fold or to trust or to hire, any of those experts, they're all people. And people make mistakes. Down to the person. I haven't met one yet that is not making mistakes. I haven't met one yet that isn't, in most cases, really good at something. Most people are good at something. Some people are outrageously good at certain things. But you go outside of that realm for them, and they can be very wrong, deadly wrong in many cases on things. And that's people. If we don't acknowledge that is part of, for one thing, the desire for expertise, the desire for the wizard, for us having somebody that knows much more than us on any given topic, the desire for us to hand over the reins to that person, that's built into humans. But also built into humans is the reality that experts are people too, and they're going to make mistakes one way or another. Now, how does that come back to you? This comes back to a phrase that I've heard only uttered by Dan Kennedy, where he says, Dan Kennedy, if you're not aware, is a marketing expert, has written a number of books. You can go and look him up. Dan Kennedy said, "Be the wizard, beware the wizard." In other words, while you need to beware the wizards out there, the people who we give almost magical abilities to, because they're so far beyond us in a given field, you also need to be that person. Because in a sense, if you are out there putting forth a personality in your marketing, so in the concept of content marketing is one of the things I love to talk about, because if you're providing any type of content heavy commercial or material out there that is also working as marketing, then you really need a personality involved. Either a real personality or a fake character, but you need to have somebody. You need to have a personality tied to it. That personality is going to be an expert about something, whether they like it or not. It's going to tie back to your product or service in some way or fashion. And you have to acknowledge that for that personality to be useful, they have to be some type of expert. Now, they don't have to be a doctor in a lab coat, and they don't need to have any specific degree. They just need to hold themselves as knowing something that somebody else may not know, or that having experience that other people don't have. This isn't difficult to do because we all have experiences that other people don't have. We all know something that a portion of the population doesn't know. And it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're working on a cattle ranch or if you've worked in the halls of Congress in Washington, D.C. Everyone has special knowledge. And when you can build that into your marketing and just acknowledge that you're a different person with a different point of view, you automatically will become the wizard, and at the same time you have to beware the wizard that's out there in everybody else trying to get us to put automatic trust, unwavering trust and unquestioning trust in them. Yes, there are people that know more than you. Yes, you do need to trust them to an extent, but it's the trust but verify concept. Beware wizards. Beware your own desire to hand over responsibility over to them. It's difficult. It's an interesting balancing act. But experts are people too. And I talk a lot about this in my book, 9 Ways to Amazon-Proof Your Business. It's not a very big book, but I've got a whole chapter on being somebody, about how to stand out and by using the personality within your content marketing. You go pick up a copy of the book wherever you buy books, Amazon.com or what have you, or you can download a free digital copy at AmazonProofBook.com. That's 9 Ways to Amazon-Proof Your Business. Get it at AmazonProofBook.com. That's all I have for tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.